What's up, everybody? Matt of Trades here. This is episode number 2 of my journey to $100,000. So we'll start by going over my portfolio where I'm at today. Now we are at 30,739 and 62 cents. That's changing, but basically 30,700. Last time we had talked a little bit about a potential trade. We talked a little bit about a potential trade that I wanted to do with Penn National Gaming, and I actually did try to submit. Let's see, where is it? I actually did try to submit an order, which never got filled. Where is it? I thought I added it here. Here, whatever. We'll just search it. Peen. Nope. Never got filled, but I did try to sell a put, and I still think this might be the way to go when the market opens up tomorrow. I'll take a look at it again. But let's see. Let's look at the options, what they look like right now. And of course, we'd be looking at February 4th, which is next Friday. Today is the 1st, so it'll only be a few days. It looks like the premiums are still pretty dang high. Like I said, I always try to be around 1.5% return on investment. So if I'm going to put up, let's look at this one. Uh, let's see, $4,400 in collateral. I at least want to get $44 back. That would be 1%. Let's see, 1.5 would probably be something around between the 45 and 46 strike price here. But I think with as volatile as this stock is, I think the further away we are from the price, the safer. But yeah, the furthest one I'd be considering would be this one. Again, it just has to do with this one's just over 1%. How much premium I'm collecting versus the collateral I'm putting down. This one is about 2% actually, which is actually a little over 2%, which is still pretty far. Anyway, I did try to put an order in a few days ago, never got filled on it, so I think I'm going to try to do that again. However, I do want to take a glance at my Tastyworks charts here, just to double check to make sure this is the way I want to go. So again, this is Tastyworks. It's free to download. I only use it to find stocks. I don't necessarily trade on the platform. If you want to, that's totally up to you. But I just use it to scout stocks essentially. And the main thing I'm looking at is the implied volatility rank. Basically, if I'm going to sell puts, I want to be above 50, which basically just means the stock is more volatile than what it normally is. And then, of course, just the straight up implied volatility. The higher that is, typically, the higher the premium is going to be too. So, just going to take a quick glance through, see if there's anything worth looking at here. And again, right now, if I go back, I only have about $4,600 worth of buying power or collateral that I can put up. So I'm going to be looking for stocks that are around 46 and under. So this is one OGN. It's not necessarily a company I've ever heard of before, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Robinhood here, look it up. Organon. Just take a look at it. First thing I want to do is see what the trend is. It looks like overall the trend is down, but it does look like it's starting to climb back up. But that's kind of been the market in general the last 2 days rather. So if we look at the options, first thing I want to look at is when's the closest expiration date. Typically, I don't love to go further than a week out, but it's worth looking at. Sell puts. All right, so I don't like this one at all. I have to be pretty dang close. Well, $35 apart here, but still, I mean that's barely 1%, and it's pretty close to the price. So not worth it, I don't think, especially since we have to wait longer than a week. So let's go back, see if there's any other ones. Again, looking at the IV implied volatility rank above 50, stocks at around $45, $46. Ooh, yeah. Ugh. Kind of have a bad taste in my mouth from Gap because I actually do already have 200 shares of Gap because I sold puts. In fact, I think this is a good discussion worth having. So if we go to Gap GPS, let me show you what happened. So essentially, um, I bought couple of puts, or sorry, sold a few puts right around here, and then the stock just literally decided to tank. So I own a bunch. Let's see, I have 200 shares at an average price of, where is it? It should show. There it is. So I bought 200 shares of Gap at an average price of $24.25. Is now worth $18.28. It has gone up a little bit, but still, I don't know how I feel about still selling more puts on this just because of my experience in the past. However, I'm still going to see what they look like. Nope, I don't want to do it. So, little over 1%, but it's still pretty close to the price. And this isn't one that I want to have more stock of, where I'm basically, the only reason why I'm holding on to it right now um, is to wait for it to go back up. And I am selling calls in the meantime. I believe I'm holding some calls since I own 200 shares. Yep, there it is. So I've sold 2 calls, got a bit of a premium for that. And as long as it stays under $20 here, which the current price, where was it? It was 18 something. Yeah, as long as it stays under that, I get to keep all the premium I collected for that. Same thing with these two. I was called to buy 100 shares of each one, so these ones also went down quite a bit. However, this one, the price is actually right at, so it's a 1250 call, and the price is at 1250, and this actually expires about 2.5 weeks. So I'll probably get called to sell all these, which I'm not too upset about, because I did get a decent premium for selling that call. And I think overall that will put me even on that trade overall. I'll have to double check. But yeah, not necessarily stock that I've loved since I got it. This one was just basically one I decided to buy a whole bunch of. Just straight up bought as an IPO. Um, hasn't been awesome. That's okay. So let's go back, see if there's anything else worth looking at here. This one's interesting. CTVA, Corteva Inc. Again, a company I've never heard of before, so, but let's check it out anyway. CTVA. Again, this is just my process. A lot of people don't really know what stocks to look at. So this is how I kind of get some ideas. Again, February 18th. Again, not super interested in these. It is worth checking out, though. I think I'm going to skip this one. So let's go back, see if there's anything else. Twitter. This could be interesting. All right. Let's check out Twitter. All right. Again, trend overall is down the last 3 months. It is starting to go back up a little bit, but that could just be a pullback, not necessarily a trend reversal. Let's check it out. February 4th. Might not be a terrible one. Yeah, I don't know. I still like Penn National Gaming more. PENN. That's PAR. CARR. Let's just take a peek at that. Carrier Global. Trend is overall down. Yeah. Is this a stock I would be okay owning for a long time? I do have a dividend, which is kind of nice. Do they actually make money? They do actually make money, which is good. They do have earnings. I still think just based off of everything, PENN is the way to go. Let's just double check. No, volatility is very low. It's kind of low on that. All right, so I think I'm just going to stick with Penn. So let's go back to that. All right, so 47. I think I'll probably be looking at this 43, maybe 44. Um, Again, I'll look at this one when the market is open tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, we'll look at that tomorrow. I think this is the way to go. So sell a put on Penn. And again, you can do whatever you want. I don't necessarily recommend you do this with me, but you can if you want. I am in no way responsible for your portfolio. But anyway, I think this is what I'm going to do. Thanks for watching the video. This has been episode number 2. If you want to continue to follow me on my journey, I'm trying to get this number to have 6 digits. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.